The Satanic Bible is considered the most important document to contemporary Satanism. The Satanic Bible is a collection of essays, observations, and rituals published by Anton LaVey. Anton LaVey was an American author and musician who was the founder of the Church of Satan and the philosophy of LaVeyan Satanism. This philosophy promotes Epicureanism, which is a form of hedonism that declares pleasure as its ultimate goal. Now, if the devil knows the Bible inside and out, then should Christians be at least acquainted with the Satanic Bible? Would it not be beneficial to see the playbook of the other team? At the very least, at least you'd know what not to be as you strive for righteousness. Many of the sins that Christians struggle with are encouraged in the Satanic Bible. So if you profess to be a child of the light, but you are operating in darkness, then perhaps you need to see how your behavior is viewed from a satanic perspective. You could be earning points with the devil and not even know it. So you might want to revisit your accounts to see which one you are contributing towards more. The Satanic Bible encourages sexual deviancy, excessive indulgence, self-worship, and personal revenge. Might you be subscribing to these principles and not know it? Or maybe you justify your actions. Or even worse, perhaps your religious disposition provides you with a false sense of security where you believe you will be pardoned. You can't serve two masters, the Bible states, for you will love one and hate the other. I'm not saying that you should read every satanic text, but it sure helps to know what the other team is doing. So let's have a real religious talk. Is it possible that the Satanist is living in truth? He is not operating in hypocrisy. There is no falsehood in his disposition. The Satanist says what they are, they say what they are about, and they live those ideas out. But some Christians say what they are and struggle to live out those same ideas and principles. So one is found in contradiction and potential hypocrisy, while the other is genuinely living out their truth. If I tell you I'm a thief and I steal, then I'm living in accordance to my statement. There can be no condemnation found within me. I'm not operating in falsehood, and I'm certainly not a hypocrite. But if I tell you that I'm a virtuous person, if I tell you that I'm trustworthy and I'm caught stealing, then my actions contradict my claim. A lot of times we question, why do bad people get away with things? It appears they seem to escape punishment. Maybe it's because they are acting in accordance to their nature. Perhaps this is a form of staying true to thyself. I speculate that the goal must be to operate in accordance to your nature. If you are good, then remain good. And if you are bad, hey, then remain that way. Because I think good people get punished when they do bad things, and bad people get rewarded when they do good things. But I also believe we will all be judged in the end. But just don't be surprised when you see bad people getting away with a lot more without punishment in the interim. Perhaps it's because they are living out their true, authentic self. It's not in a selfish person's nature to give. So if they do, it's a surprise. But it is expected that a generous person will give. So when they do, it's often not appreciated. Jesus came for the sinner, but I dedicate my work to the righteous, who are few and far in between, because the dark side is up and has been winning, while the good are getting wrecked out here. And maybe it's because they are being taken advantage of by bad people who pretend to be good. So I encourage all those who have a stronger inclination towards evil. Maybe you need to read the Satanic Bible and claim your membership. That way we can tell who you are. Don't blend in with the rest of us and then do us damage when we least expect it. You see, this is why the Bible talks about the separation between the sheep and the goat, because sometimes they can be indistinguishable. The one thing Jesus hated the most in Scripture was a hypocrite and a liar. Remember, Jesus called the Pharisees the synagogue of Satan because they were pretending to be the temple of God. Maybe if they claimed who they really were, there wouldn't have been an issue. So maybe the greatest sin of all is a false proclamation.